Hi, I'm Daryl from the King Academy. This is Ricky. We train people to how to clean ovens and make a success out of the business. We get a lot of requests for how to clean an AGA. We only may clean one AGA once a week or once a fortnight. So what I want to do is have a tutorial of how to clean an oven online, and you can always refer to it. So looking at this AGA here, this is an old, pretty decrepit AGA. We paid £50 for it, but it's a good item to train on. What we'd like to do is just show you the methods and the equipment that's required. Okay, here we have the stainless steel cleaner, glass cleaner, degreaser plus, heavy duty degreaser plus, degreaser gel, and the paste. And we have a drill, wire wool, sponge, and microfibers. Okay, Ricky, let's initially look inside the ovens here. So we open up the door. Like I say, with the normal ovens, we got the enamel we can scrape, degrease. So you can't really scrape these because they're cast iron and they go quite rusty. So how would you go about cleaning that?
Well, first thing we do, obviously, take everything out, and then first thing I tend to do is I get a dustpan and brush and I sweep out as much off as I can to get it all out. Generally, obviously, if you have your dustpan and brush, it does build up a bit of not a massive amount, but you always get a few out here.
So would you not wire wool that dry or anything like that to get a bit more of the rust out?
I always get out what I can first to give it, then I gel it.
But is this mainly rusty because it's just not being used? Because I guess a customer's one with the grease and all that, it wouldn't be quite so rusty.
No, they all go rusty.
They all go rusty
because they're cast iron. They all go rusty.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So this one's a little bit more rusty because we don't use it.
It's dry.
But
Yeah.
they all do go rusty.
So you sweep that out, and then what would you do, Ricky?
I gel it.
So how would you apply the gel, Ricky, in there?
Well, what I do is I've got a little tub in my bag, a bit like this one with the paste we have, and I have a paintbrush, and I will paint the sides with gel, bottom and the roof. Okay,
and then what happens then? You don't heat it up, because the thing is with AGAs, they're normally warm anyway. The customer's got to turn it off before you get there, haven't you?
Yeah, generally most customers have turned it off, like you said, the night before, so it's cold by the time we get there.
Yeah.
So what I do is I will prep one, I'll gel it, I'll shut the door, I'll leave it, and I'll prep the next one.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm letting the gel sit there and do its thing, and it does hard work for me.
Okay. So this is only a 2-door because this is the gas works on this one.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So you do the same on both of them.
Yeah.
And are you turning it up to warm the gel? Or?
No, it's still off. I don't turn it back on again. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what would you do around there? Do you come across many with the gas area here?
Some of them I do. All you can do, and all I really do, is I will get a cloth and I'll get rid of the cobwebs with a brush.
Yeah.
And just smart up. You can't
can't do much there, can you?
No, that's it. No.
Okay, that's fair enough. So once you feel that the gel's worked, then you come back. Now, would you, with these AGAs, would you pop the doors off?
Yes.
Then
yes.
to allow easy access.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then what you do with these? I mean, I can answer it as well. I mean, I would sort of put them on a work area. Or take them outside, and this was a lot blacker before and greasy, and then we gelled it, wire wool, and of course the gel or the degreaser plus won't affect the enamel, will it?
No, it won't affect the enamel on the front at all.
The enamel's a solid product, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can with the wire wool. You keep it in one direction, and you can bring it up quite nicely, can't you?
That's it, yeah.
Okay, and then what would you be doing here now to finish it?
Well, once it's now, obviously I've left it long enough, I get my bucket of water, warm soapy water, and I get a metal scourer, and I scrub it.
To take all the gel.
Take all the gel out of
it.
Once I've finished and I'm happy with that, I've then in my bag again, I've got a spray bottle with water in it, and I use that to rinse the sides down to go all into the middle.
Make sure it's all thoroughly clean.
Make sure it's all thoroughly clean.
Okay, so then you clean the doors. And then you put it all back. You have all the doors off to clean them.
Yes.
And then you put it back, and that would be nice.
Yes.
We will show you some befores and afters of AGAs, but this one we're not actually going to clean today. Okay, so come.
Sorry, before we carry on, one thing I will say is when you're gelling it up, you need to be careful because again, this tiny bit of metal here is alley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this will be gel. So the grease will come off this. So what you can buff it, can't you, with your drill?
I buff it with my drill. That's what I do for this. But
Not wire wool by hand.
I always.
But you could wire wool
You
by
could
hand.
wire, yeah. I find the drill was a much better look. If you can see the little bit here that I've done previously.
Yeah.
I think it's a much better look on because it's only a little bit here.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, don't get gel here because it will eat away at it.
Right, so let's put this back together, Ricky. And like we say, that's only got one shelf. It could have 2 shelves, couldn't it?
Yeah.
And the same as the bottom one, it hasn't got any shelves, so we need a couple of shelves for that. And obviously, when the door's all been cleaned, easy to take on and off the AGAs, and then lift it up, clip that back on. We're now looking at the top area. Again, all enamel, and you know, this is an old AGA. Newer ones will come up a lot better. As you see on this one, the actual enamel, where it is so old, is worn, and you're never going to get that up, are you?
No, that's never going to come up, unfortunately.
As you can see from the 2 hot plates, this one we've already done, and I actually cleaned this one myself. What we did with the wire wool degreaser, they can come out and clean, but it's quite heavy. But wire wool degreaser and dry that off. What's very important, I find, Ricky, is when you're doing these aluminium tops, you can use wire wool, but you've got to be consistent and not going like this because you'll put scratches on it.
Yeah.
And what would you do about it's not it's an asbestos-like Lux type seal here. How would you clean that? Because I haven't been very successful trying to clean that.
Unfortunately, there's not really a lot you can do about these because obviously they're not designed to get wet or be scrubbed.
Right, okay.
So what I tend to do is with a damp microfiber cloth, and I'll dab it around as best as my ability.
Or a sponge, with some degreaser on it?
Yeah, tiny little bit of grease, but yeah, you really
Okay.
you're not be putting too much pressure on it.
So can I get it up a bit better than that, do you think?
Not really, no. I think that's
okay.
pretty, you may be able to do a bit here, a bit more here in the bottom here, but other than that, I don't think you're going to get up that much better than you have already, to be honest.
Okay, and so what else would you do that I haven't described to clean this, to get it up to scratch and to finish it?
Obviously, once you, like I say, you've done great. You said everything comes, this bit that comes off, not this bit. Some of them they do come off, some don't come off.
That actually does, but it's like a lead weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite thick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I've seen some that they don't come off.
But
this bit does come off, obviously.
Yeah.
You can use your scraper on this. Obviously, scrape it all. Like I say,
If there's thick grease,
if it's thick grease,
the blade,
yeah.
yeah.
And once you finish with it, and if it's done, on here we put a tiny bit of cooking oil on it to make it shine.
Yeah, to make it stay nice, yeah.
And obviously, on the outside, we just put our stainless steel polish on it.
Okay. And you could run over it with the glass cleaner.
Yeah,
Alternatively,
I tend to use glass cleaner on the front and not the stainless steel polish because obviously because it gets hot. Obviously, it's on constant. It dries out the.
Because enamel is a glass, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
It's melted glass, so that's why the glass cleaner would work so well.
Yeah, that's why I use the
it.
glass cleaner. I think the glass cleaner is the best way.
And what about the chrome tops here? How would you go about? I mean, I know I've cleaned this one, and it looks pretty good. So this is one you came to a customer's house. How would you go about cleaning that, Ricky?
I would use HD Plus.
Yeah.
I would use a non-scratch scourer.
Yeah.
And I would obviously spray onto my sponge, and then again in the circular motion.
Yeah.
You don't want to try and scratch it because of the way it is. You might scratch it, and then just keep going round. Once I'm happy with it, then I get microfiber cloth and dry it off, and that's it. The handles do come off.
Right. Okay. That's
so you
quite
can
important.
take them off. Yeah. Because again, if you look at this one, you can see the gunk inside it.
Right. Okay.
Yes, and this one's clean. So they do just a little. They are hard, but a little bit forward.
Okay,
so they do pull forward.
Yeah, pull like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll put them in my bucket and leave them in the bucket to soak for a little while.
I'm glad you told me that, Rick. I think I cleaned this one in situ in position. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get you to put that one back on, Ricky.
No worries.
Thanks for listening to us.
Thank you.